Good morning, everyone. Today we will be continuing on with our last class, that is, let me know to the marriage of true minds by Sec.School. In the last class, we have studied first quatrain and second quatrain, but this class we will start off with a third quatrain and a couplet, the last two lines of a poem. Now, in the last class, we have just finished up the title as let me know to the marriage of true minds, right? Amid impediments, love is not love. So what does the title suggest, or the poet wants to convey, is that he doesn't want to bring any obstacle or any hindrance in the relationship between the two lovers, right? And if the two lovers can find changes, if the changes, alright, or bends with the remover to remove, when they find in the changing of an appearance or in the changing of the situations, and when they find the obstacle in their life, and if they take that opportunity to change the relationship or the bond between the two lovers, then it is not love. Love is not love. And in the same quatrain, I have explained to you that although it is an ever fixed mark that looks on tempest and is never second, it is the star to every wandering bark, whose words are known, although his height can be taken. Now, when we look to the second quatrain, a repetition, when we look to the second quatrain, we can find that the love, right? He changes the tone from the first quatrain. In the second quatrain, he wanted to say that it is an ever fixed mark. The love between the two lovers, or the love that they have shared, is like an ever fixed mark, like a lighthouse that stands still even during a time of tempest, or even during a time of a problem or hindrance. A tempest means a storm. Even in such a midst of the tempest, even in such a midst of the problem or in the midst of the obstacle, and is never second. Which means that even in times of obstacle or problem, it is not second. It stands strong like a lighthouse. The lighthouse is built in the ocean, so that when the sailors get away or lost their way, they can navigate and find out the way by looking to the lighthouse. In the same way, it is fixed, it is strong, it cannot be shaken, even by the raging tempest, even by the raging waves or by the storms. It cannot be shaken or it cannot be moved. It is the star to every wandering bark, which means that the true love between the two people is like a star. It's like a full star that doesn't change every day or every time, but it is an ever fixed, like a Venus, a morning star, right? We look on it, and when the sailors get lost their way in the sea, bark means ship, they look to the star. So when the two lovers, then the wandering bark is compared to the drifted lovers, those who are separated or those who have a problem, then they look to the star, that is a true love, and they find out the way. Therefore, the heights of the star or the oneness of the true love cannot be measured, though its height can be taken. Now, today I would like to explain you the third quatrain and the couplets. Love not times full, though rosy lips and cheeks. Within his bending sickles compass calm, love alters not with his brief hours and weeks, but bears it out even to the edge of doom. Now, when we look to the third quatrain, this class, love not times full, though rosy lips and cheeks. Now, when we look to the first line of the third quatrain, we can find it, love, the true love. When I say love means an idle love, the true love is not at times full. When we first get to know each other, when we are young, we might be finding them more beautiful or more handsome, right? But with the passing of the time, with the passing of our ages, right? And as we pass on with the ages, we become old, we grow up. Though rosy lips and cheeks, they might fade away. The rosy lips and the smooth beauty of the cheeks of the lovers might fade away, might vanish as we grow old. But we are not love is not a time soul, but the lovers cannot be changing. Right? Though the time might change, and with the changing of the time, there will be a problem, there will be a hindrance, there will be an obstacle, but it doesn't change because it is not a time full. Within this bending circle compass come. Within this bending circle compass come means love doesn't change, and with the changing of our time, the rosy lips and the cheeks might vanish or they might fade away, coming up with a wrinkle and becoming more uglier than we have seen for the first time in the passing of our time. Within this bending sickle compass come means as the life goes on, the sickle is being compared, alright? The sickle, when we talk about a sickle, it is a scythe that is used by the farmers in order to harvest. In the same way, in a point we can find the sickle compass comes, means the time of death comes. I think in the Buddhi, in the movies you will find about the Buddhi without a face and then using a big sickle or scythe that comes in our life to take the life. So the poet is using that, is a metaphor of it. So the time comes in order to take our life, right? As we grow old and as we near to the end of the day, the times comes, and with the times coming with the sickle or with the coming with the end of our life, the rosy lips and the cheeks might fade away, but love alters not with his brief hours and weeks. But love doesn't change. Alters means change. Love doesn't change at all with his brief hours and weeks. Which means that brief means for short time, for a time being we never fall in love with each other. For a time being we never go the marriage of a true mind. The marriage happens only between the willingness of the two minds of the people, and then when their hearts are bound together or connect together, then only the marriage happens. Therefore, the marriage happens because there is a willingness and an acceptance of each other's weaknesses and each other's happiness. That's what we can find. In the marriage ceremony, they sign a bond or they pronounce their bond, saying that in the worst time and in the happy time, they will be together with each other forever. That's the reason why love doesn't change with his brief hours and weeks. It is the love or the marriage doesn't end with the brief hours or the week. For a time being, it doesn't end, saying that the marriage is for 5 years or for 10 years. It is not such a time given or time fixed love, but love is all about eternal, that age you will find, but bears it out even to the age of doom. But the marriage or the true love that the two lovers have shared a bond together bears it out, even in the fat time, even in the fat, F-A-T-E, even in the times of problems, even in the time of our harla, they don't change. Even when the bending signal compass comes, when even the death comes, or even there will be changes in the physical appearance because of the passing of the time, but they don't change. Love always not. They don't change at all. With these brief hours and weeks, they don't change with the time. As the time goes on, with the physical appearance, or as the time goes on, we have to surrender because we are getting old. We are getting old, and then our nerves become weak. Alright? The strength that we have, the muscle become big, and then we have to surrender ourselves. Then, still then, love doesn't change, but what the lovers do, they bears it out even to the edge of doom. They don't stop the love between each other, but they go on, alright, even to the edge of doom. And the word edge of doom can be a metaphor or is being referred to the death. Even to the edge of death, they still hold on to the love, because the love that they have between the two lovers is an ever fixed mark, and it is even in the midst of a tempest, even in the midst of a problem, it is never shaken, it cannot be moved, it is not a shakable thing because it is ever fixed, it is fixed, it is strongly constructed. The foundation of the true love between the two lovers is strong enough that even in the tempest, even in the storms, even in the problems, they are not shaken, they are not moved, but it is like a star. I repeat, but it's like a star. A star, a Venus or a noble star or a morning star that never changes its position. Therefore, whenever the lovers are drifted apart, or whenever the lovers lost their way out, whenever the lovers find the obstacle and the problems, and there is a deflection in the relationship between them, they look to the true love of it and they find it out. So therefore, they can bear it out even to the edge of doom. Alright? Because the love is strong. They are not shakable. it is strong, it's like an ever fixed mark. And whenever the problems comes, like a tempest, they look it out to the star, the true love of them, the promise that they have met, willingness of the two minds and the sharing of the one or two heart are born together, acceptance of it. They look out to the true love that they have promised, and they survive, right? They survive even in the meaningful time of the changing of the time, in appearance, or during the time of an obstacle, or during the time of a problem. They bear it out even to the edge of doom, even to the edge. EDG, edge means even to the corner of the, or the ending of their life. They to the end of their life, they bring it out even when the death comes, when the slow compass comes, they bear it out, and then they survive the dreadful problems, hindrance all the time, because they cannot be fooled by the time, because their love is true and consistent. Right? It is consistent, it is true love, it is a platonic love, or an agape love, which means a universal love. They share it out even to the edge of doom. Therefore, they cannot be shaken, or they cannot be moved, or their love between the two people or the two lovers cannot be break down. Now, in the last two lines, or the last couplet, or the couplet of the poem, it reads us, "If this be error, and upon me proof, I never read, nor no man ever loved." Now, error means mistake, and he's saying that if anyone, the whole poem is about the definition or the descriptions of a true love, right? And if anyone can prove him wrong or find a mistake in him about the description of the true love, then he's saying that he have never written anything in his life, and no man have ever loved from before, even now, right? Nobody have loved the true love. If the description that, or the definition of the true love that he has described is proved to be wrong, and if there is any mistake, then he have never written anything in his lifetime. But we know that this sonnet is also known as sonnet number 16, and in his whole life he have written 154 sonnets, right? And this is sonnet number 16. And how can it be such that he have never written anything in his life? If no man have ever loved, then how will the human being come into existence? Because he knows that whatever he explained or give the definition or description about the true love is 100% true. As assurance, he is saying that he have never written. If anyone can prove him wrong, and no man has ever loved, that's what he's saying. But we can find that whatever description or the definition that he has shared about the true love seems to be valid and very true. Therefore, he is urging that how true love should not be like, that is explained in the first stanza, or in the first quatrain. In the rest of it, we find the positivity, how true love is like, that it cannot be shaken, it cannot be moved, it is used as the star, or the true love is used as a star, where the lovers are drifted apart, but they find it out the way, because a star, true love can find out the way for them, and they even survive to the edge of doom, that is even to the death end. They stick together, the promise that they have shared together, the promise that they have made, or the bond that they have made during the time of a marriage ceremony. They bear it out even to the edge of doom. They carry it out, and the bond or the promise that they made in order to get married, they never get erased from it, because the bond that they have shared is an ever fixed. It is an ever fixed that cannot be shaken even when the tempest comes, and when they are finding problems or hindrances in their life, they look to the promise, the true love that they have met with each other, and they find out the way. And even by the changing of the time, we are not fooled because of the changing of the appearance in our life, but it bears it out even to the edge of doom. So this is all about Let Me Know to the Marriage of True Minds by William Shakespeare. I repeat, the Let Me Know to the Marriage of True Minds is also titled as sonnet number 116. And in the poem Let Me Know to the Marriage of True Minds, the poet want to give the brief or the detailed description or the explanation or the definition about what true love is like and what true love is not like. Therefore, this will be the end of our class. For the second lesson, Let Me Know to the Marriage of True Minds. And in the next video, we will start off with our third lesson. Thank you so much.